I'm Jennifer from Friends on the Block, and I'm excited to share a reading activity with you. But before I get into the reading activity, I just want to remind you that reading and rereading books is one of the best things you can do with your child. Even if it's the third or fourth time, just go ahead and read the book again, and it will really make a difference. And also, before I get into my strategy, I just want to let you know that in my videos, I have hidden somewhere behind me a pigeon. So a shout out to Mo Willems and his beloved books. There is a pigeon hiding somewhere in this video. So each time you see me sharing a new activity, see if you can find the pigeon hiding in the back. But our activity today is word bingo. The easiest way to play word bingo is to buy a version of it off of our website, print it out, and find your bingo markers and play. We have one version called Sounds Bingo for kids who haven't really learned to read yet. You will say a word orally and they will find the word, so they're listening. That's why it's called Sounds Bingo. But we're going to be talking about word bingo, which we also offer, and right now we have them discounted on our website, friendsontheblock.com. But in order to make your own, you'll need a list of words, a word bingo game board, some word bingo cards, and word bingo markers. So I'm going to help you with all that today. If you are reading Friends on the Block books, then each book has at the very beginning of it a list of words, and these are great for making your game. If you are reading other books, then just look through those books and find words that your child is reading and make a list of them. How many words do you need? Well, that will depend on what game you're playing. We have provided on our website right now free templates to make your own word bingo. One is a 4x4 grid and one is a 5x5 grid. So you can get onto friendsontheblock.com and print these off for free and then choose whichever one is best for your child. If your child doesn't know very many words yet, then you're going to want the 4x4 grid, because whichever one you choose, you're going to want at least about 10 words more than you have spaces. So if you have the smaller one, you're still going to need about 24, 25, 26 words in order to play this game well. And if you're using the 5x5 grid, then you're going to want around 35 words. And that's because you don't want every single word you call out to be on your board. So you're going to need your list of words. You can look through your book, like I said, or if you're using your Friends on the Block book, maybe one of the e-readers we provided for you on our website, then you can use those lists to help you make your words. Also, with Friends on the Block, our books are cumulative. So this is a level 6B book, but I could also go back to level 5 and add in some of those words as well, if I wanted to add some of that review. So I went ahead and made a board for the sake of time, and I looked at my word list here, and I just randomly put these words down. If you have a child who can write, then you can show them the list, give them the blank board, and allow them to fill out their own board, especially if you have multiple kids that are going to be playing together. That way each child can make their own board and each board will be unique. Then you're going to need some word cards. You don't have to have word cards to play word bingo. You can use that word list that you just used to make your board as a call list. You just look through the words and randomly call them out. But you can also make your own word cards. If you have any index cards at your house, these are great. You can even cut them in half so that you can get more cards out of your whatever index cards you have at your house. But if you don't have that, then you can just make your own. I recommend using cardstock or construction paper, whatever the thickest paper is that you have at your house, because as the children play with it, it's going to get a little crinkled and messed up. So paper won't last as long as something that's a little thicker. But if all you have is paper, then use that. It'll be okay. So what you're going to do is write one word on each card. Try to use nice handwriting. That's a good model for your kids and to make it easier for them to read. Then once you have your board and your cards, you're going to need some bingo markers. And this is where you can get creative and really tailor this game for your child. Whatever your child is really interested in, see if you can incorporate that. Maybe your child loves playing with Lego bricks. Then you can use those as bingo markers. Or maybe you just want to use their favorite snack, like Cheerios. Those make great bingo markers too. My family loves to use erasers. We have a lot of random erasers as well, so I'll just make a pile of erasers and we'll use those. My kids also really like writing with Expo markers, with dry erase markers. If you happen to have a page protector, then you can slide your bingo game in here. And these are really great because after you write on them and you play your game, they just wipe off really easily and you can play again. Also help keep your paper safe and make it last longer. but that's not necessary at all. Just look around your house and see what you have and what you think your child would enjoy, and you can use those. So when you play your game, either you can call out the words, or maybe you have another older child who can call out the words, or you can use your word cards. I love to use the word cards, and I would put the card next to the child and say what word, and then the child would find it. And also, I'm going to throw in here, I love to play this game too with my children. So even though I do already know how to read all of these words, I would make myself a bingo card and I would join in on the fun. But I would allow the child to read the word card when possible, just because it gives them another opportunity to practice reading the word. So the child would read the word out loud to everyone, and then we would find the word on our board. And you can even ask them to say it again as they cover it. So here, I'm just also want to add, if your child makes a mistake and says the word wrong, just tell them what the word is, have them repeat you, and move on. So if I showed them the word so, and they said it was go, then I would just say, oh, that word is so. What word? And then they could repeat me, and then we would move on with our game. Or similarly, if they covered the wrong word on their board, I would say, that word is and. What word? And then they would repeat, and they would say, we're looking for so. Let's see if we can find one that matches this. And so we would just try again. Don't get bogged down with trying to have your child sound out every single word. We're just going to tell them the word and move on. So this game is a lot of fun. You can play it in a variety of ways, with sounds, with letters, with these words. Even if you have older kids, you can use some of their harder words or even vocabulary words. And this can be a really fun game that the whole family can play. Be sure to comment or post any pictures and let us know how much fun you have playing Word Bingo.